Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and I'm here today with kind of a fun project, but it's a mess. You can see by my hands. I'm going to show you how to make a ghost print with Dylusions Ink. I am in a collaboration today with a young book artist. Her name is Anne and she is Meadow Book Journaling on Instagram. And she is doing a project this month that she's calling Junkie January. And there's a hashtag, Junkie January. And there are 24 artists that are participating with her. And so if you want to follow along and see what other people are doing through the month with different kinds of prompts, then you can follow this hashtag, Junkie January. And I appreciate Anne inviting me to play. So my prompt for January 3rd, that's my day, and my prompt is unloved supplies and blue. And I don't have a lot of unloved supplies. I love everything in my stash, honestly. But there are things that I don't use very often, and Dylusion spray is one of those things. I wouldn't say that I don't absolutely love the result. I do. But I don't like the mess and yeah, and I don't need to do it very often because I end up making a lot when I make it because it's just such a mess that I really don't love that part. And then my hands are stained because I don't like to wear gloves. So that's why I don't love this, but I do love the result. So let me show you what to do. So this is what I'm going to use, the Dylusion spray, and I'm using Vibrant Turquoise and London Blue. And then I have some water and some stencils. And I'm going to use these numbers, this gear set, and two Tim Holtz steampunky kinds of stencils as well. So I'll show you how to do it. It's really pretty easy, but just make sure that you've got some paper towels handy because it's just messy, okay? And then I'm going to do it on this manila file folder, and then I'll use it for tags later. So first thing I'm going to do is spray with water to create a wet surface because Dylusions, as the other Ranger product, Distress Ink, it reacts with water. And so we're going to spray that now on there. And this is kind of the other reason why I don't use this very often, is because the colors are extremely vibrant, and you might love that. So many people do love really bright colors, but I am kind of an introvert with color as well as personality, and so I tend to, not like that as much. But I'm going to now smush this. This is where you kind of have to be careful because it smushes out the edges. And then we're going to bring this back, and that's what we've got. And now I'm going to put these stencils down. And we'll see what we get. This is called ghosting. Here it is. And so what you're doing is removing ink, and then you end up with a print that's left behind. It's called a ghost print. And so you want to just kind of mop up some of that extra. Get it kind of firm seal on that stencil. you can kind of see how there's ink underneath there, and that's going to make a really nice design. But it is kind of random. You know, sometimes I get a great design and sometimes not as much. So I'm going to let that dry for just a minute. So this one is really nice. I hope you can see that on the camera. That just a beautiful print. This one was a different kind of stencil and a little bit different colors came out. There was some distress spray in there as well. And just some pretty, you know, these are kind of more plain, and I will build on those. But yeah, so that's what we're going for today. And as I say, it's not that I don't love the results. I just have a hard time kind of with the product because it just makes such a mess. Okay, so I'm gonna just give this a little bit of a shot. I can kind of see it kind of starting to bleed out. So some of it will be more detailed and some of it will probably be a little more rough, maybe. We'll see. But I hope I get a good print. You know, honestly, sometimes with all mixed media projects, you know, it's really kind of an individual, unique process or product result, and so you just have to be happy with what you get. Okay, let's lift it up and see. Interesting. Let's take this one off as well. That's also interesting. I tend to kind of like these positive, I guess, positive stencils, or maybe these are the negative stencils. I can never remember which is which, but I think they kind of give us a better print. Ooh, I like that one. That's nice. Let's see what this one does for us. Oh, I like that one too. Yep. I like it when there is this space, you know. Yeah, that's turned out really well. Let me just give that another little shot, because sometimes when you pull it up, you don't really get the ghost until it dries. And then as it dries, the design kind of comes out more clear. You can kind of see that with this one. As it's drying, it's becoming more clear. Oh yeah, I like it. It's turned out well. So again, it's not that I don't love it, but it is a little unloved, I have to admit, but it sure has given me pretty result today. What a relief. Okay, so let me take this tissue away. You do need to put down, you know, some kind of a towel or tissue or something to protect, you know, the rest of your area from getting spray on it. Yeah, so there's that. Isn't that great? I hope you can see it. Yeah. So these will just be a background for tags and other things that I might need in my journal. So that's my project for today. Pretty quick, but it's Dylusions Ink and stencils and water, and that's as easy as it gets, right? Thanks for being with me, and be sure to check out the rest of the month, Junkie January and Meadowbook Journaling. Thanks, Anne, for letting me play.